Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Macho Show. And it's so very macho.
Yeah.
Wait, do it again.
Oh yeah!
There we go.
I realized I could never do it to save my life, so I just found somewhere that had it and just played it.
Someone said, "You're late, Ree. Only by 5 minutes." Okay, I was eating nuggers.
Ew.
Don't judge me. Oh, but yeah. So I'm joined by the Derp, of course, and Mr. Mad Cat. How are you doing?
Oh, I thought you were calling me the derp.
No, this is the Derp. His name is Derp.
Well, you asked for it. Well, actually, none of you actually asked for it, but we're giving it to you anyways.
Oh man.
We'd play it for longer, but we're afraid YouTube will just like suspend our accounts. They're gunning for us.
Yeah, I don't want to be suspended from streaming again. That would be unfortunate. But yeah, we have Mr. Pupper and a cat. We have a dog and a cat in the chat. Oh, and we also have another guest that's gonna come on in a little bit. So that will be very fun. But yeah, today we're just the general theme is Christmas, if you didn't notice. Oh, he's not a poor dog. He is happy. He came up right into my lap like this. Oh, but yeah, Christmas.
That lucky dog gets to be so close to those titties.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh. But yeah, so it's Christmas, and then also the sudden stupid controversy that is apparently happening over Baby It's Cold Outside, and I don't understand it at all, but we will get into that.
So before we get into that, I just want to say a quick thing. One of the reasons why we created this channel was actually for this specific time, which I call the single guy trifecta, something or other. Basically, it's Christmas, New Year's, and Valentine's. And this is the worst time to be single, especially if you're a guy. Whether you're a chronically single guy like me, you're divorced, you don't have a family, or you're separated from your family. These holidays really remind you you're alone, and you can't help but feel like you're going to die alone. So we don't want you to feel that way. So if you have any holiday issues come up in the next few months, consider coming onto this show and talking about it, because we want to be there for you. And we know that sometimes the most important thing is to be heard, to be able to say your feelings out loud. We may not be able to offer you any solutions, but we will listen to you. So that's really what we want to accomplish in the next few months is you need to talk, just come on this show and we'll be happy to speak with you.
Yes. And it doesn't have to be anything serious either. It could be just like anything like small that you think is a issue that deserves to be talked about. Sorry, my mouth is a little retarded. But yeah, you're never alone when Pupper is here. He loves you. Oh, okay.
And yet I have a whole soundboard filled with this shit that I'm just going to play at random. So
we're official.
Oh. After setting all of this up, I realized I need to improve upon this, but so it's kind of hit or miss right now.
Baby steps, bro. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and invite our guest friend on.
Well, let's talk about the song first, and then we can invite your friend.
Well, I already sent the link, but let's start talking about it, and he can join it.
Do you want to go first, or shall I?
Well, I've had experience with the song. I sang this song in chorus when I was like 14, 15, and I enjoyed it. It was fun. And even back then I was like, yeah, this song is funny. It's a little rapey, but I mean, that's okay. Like, it's still all in good fun. And now I really haven't heard anything about, like, every time I heard it, I was like, I'm really surprised that feminists haven't said anything about this, which apparently they have been talking about it, but I haven't heard about anything on the local radio about it up until now. Like, my local radio station was talking about how people were asking for it to get removed from the radio, and I was like, huh? Why? Like, for what purpose? Out of all of the songs that are on the radio right now, that's the one that you want removed? The Christmas one? Okay, not the Christian ones, not the heavy Christian influenced ones. You just want the one that is sexual towards a woman and therefore it's bad. Okay. Like,
well, and
that's obvious double standard.
What I was thinking, every rap song's about, you know, busting up a hoe and getting down and freaky, doing a line of coke. I haven't listened to many rap songs, but we all know what's them. But we can't say anything about them because black people, we're insulting their culture.
Well, even Miley Cyrus has made, like, you know, songs about drugs and sex and stuff, and, you know, lots, you know, any popular song, you know, Kesha, shit like that. Like, I mean, well, those, it's mostly white women, you know. Oh, hi, Animator. How are you? I don't know.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, no, you said it right. You said it right.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm just trying to, you know, survive the frigid New England winter. It's terrible. You know, I want to die, but at the same time, you know, I'm having a good time.
I know your pain. I'm trying to survive the horrid Arizona winter. It's like 80 degrees out right now.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm sure it's terrible, man. I'm sure it's just the worst. Fuck.
Oh god. Yeah, what state do you live in?
I'm in Massachusetts.
Oh god. Yeah. See, I used to live in Pennsylvania. So did Magcat, but like, that's too north.
Anywhere up northeast is pretty bad, but it's really bad up here. So.
Oh god. I'm glad I live in North Carolina. It's like 50 degrees out right now.
Yeah, but seems a lot more reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a little bit. But yeah, I used to go to school like every morning. It'd be like -7 degrees. I'd be like,
yeah, yeah, I remember that too. I'm glad those days are over. Not getting up that early and going out anymore. Fuck.
Oh god. Right. Yeah, I'm just glad that this little pupper sleeps in until like 9 or 10 every morning before he whines at me to poop.
That's not how the dogs in my house. That's not how dogs in my house are. They get up at like 6 a.m. and they're like, God. Oh, yep, I gotta go.
Jesus.
So we're talking about the song, It's Cold Outside.
Oh, yep, I heard.
And how it's being banned. So did you want to say
not being banned, but calling for it to be banned. I don't know if it's actually being banned anywhere yet.
I mean, I'll tell
some places ban it, like I think Chicago.
Seriously,
that's crazy. Yeah, there's a radio station that's actually local around here that stopped playing it as well, and like my whole community's been up in arms about it. But I'll say this, you know, it's just another symptom of the fucking outrage culture where people just look for something in any little thing. Like, I'm sure people looked over like tons of these Christmas songs, and they have been for the past few years, and when they finally find an undertone that they think that people can latch on to, that's what they put out there, and that's what happened this year. They're trying to crucify this fucking song just for the sake of being angry at something, because that's what these people survive on most, being pissed off at shit that doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it, we should ban Deck the Halls because it says gay apparel.
Oh yeah, shit. You can't call my apparel
That's
gay.
a good point. Oh my
Dude,
goodness.
be careful saying that because they actually will start saying that. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. Now you gave me
I always said I'd make a great feminist. But you know,
I feel like a lot of people who disagree with feminists, they can refute or make better feminist arguments than the feminists themselves. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, my response to this song is, first off, I've never heard of this song before. I mean, I just like an hour ago, I actually sat down and finally listened to it, but you know, I've never heard it anywhere ever before. And when I first started seeing articles about it, well, I don't like Christmas songs to begin with, so I really didn't give a shit. And then when I finally listened to it, I'm like, really? This is what you're angry about? Because, you know, I agree with Panina in the chat that, you know, it's basically a flirty song. I mean, analyzing
on both
lyrics,
parties, right?
Yeah. But I analyzed the lyrics. First off, you have a woman, and it doesn't say it's Christmas time, but she keeps referring to family she has to go see back at her home. And that's pretty much Christmas. But she leaves Christmas from her house to go see this guy. And then she's saying, oh, I've got to leave now. And not just leave. And she's basically teasing this guy so he'll give chase to her. Like, oh, well, don't leave. It's cold outside. Well, no, I have to leave. Well, you know, you look so beautiful. Oh, well, it's like, fucking leave if you want to leave. This is just her playing hard to get and him having to work for it.
Yeah, but nothing can be cute.
Classic gender roles, basically.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nothing can be cute and innocent, though, under feminism. Like, there's scrutiny. Like, everything has to be sexist. Even a fucking Christmas song has to be seen as something that's offensive. It's ridiculous.
Rudolph is racist.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Rudolph is racist.
About that.
Even though the lesson of that entire movie is to, you know, not judge people based on their fucking differences in the end. You know, people who are different can have things that make them special, right? Isn't that what it's supposed to fucking mean? But no.
Yeah, exactly.
People look past that. People look past that and they look at it at surface level because that's all these fucking feminists do these days. They look at everything at surface level.
Well, and I was making a point to Modern Medusa before the show about like the context of it. You know, what might have been fun and flirty back in what, the 50s or 60s when the song came out, now is looked under the lens as being rapey.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
We have to first understand that the definition of rape has been changed to just about any interaction with a woman is rape. If you look at her too long, it's rape. If you ask her for sex, it's rape. If you keep asking her for sex, it is double rape. I mean, I've been raping Vanessa for like 5 years now. And that was even before we met.
Exactly.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, in the extreme,
it's true though. You're right.
Yeah, on the extreme end, definitely. But I mean, look at mistletoe. Okay, like mistletoe used to be like a cute thing. It still kind of is in certain communities. But then there's the people like someone that I overheard telling my white male friend that they were like oh, mistletoe is so rapey, it must have been invented by a man. That sounds like something that a man would invent. And I was like, man, I mean, probably, but not in a rapey way. Like,
I hope just to spite that person that it was a woman that started that tradition, because I don't know that. Yeah, wouldn't that make it perfect if that wasn't true? Like,
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
it was probably an old tradition that had nothing to do with kissing at first.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Well, you know, if that was the case, if a woman did invent it, they tried to turn around as like, yeah, but she was forced by the patriarchy.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yep. Because she grew up in a culture where she had no power.
Well, Panina's bugging me to check my DM, which I did. Apparently, CBC resumes playing "Baby It's Cold Outside" after overwhelming response for it. So.
Oh really? Wow.
So I guess they did ban it, and then they're now reversing that decision. So.
Wait a minute. You're telling me there's finally been some justice for some of this social justice bullshit, this petty fucking arguments? Finally?
Oh,
Wow.
thank God.
On nothing ever good enough for you.
Whoa.
Nice.
Holy shit.
I want to say thank you to Mr. Misanthropic in the chat for shilling my PayPal. I appreciate that. Go subscribe to him. He's a cool dude.
Something else that I saw this week, which I think kind of ties into all of this, was Neil Patrick Harris was on The View, and I don't know how long of a time, if this was very recent or like a year ago, but apparently Neil Patrick Harris was talking to Whoopi Goldberg on live TV or pre-tape TV, whatever it is, about how Whoopi Goldberg hit on him when he was like 15 years old, saying that he wanted to have sex with him when he became an adult.
Yep. Shit, did I really pronounce it wrong? Fuck. Sorry. But yeah, no, that shit is ridiculous. What did she say exactly?
Well, at first she doesn't really remember it when Neil Patrick Harris is saying all of this. And she's like, yeah, that sounds like something I'll say. And then she's like, well, you know, that was funny back then, but, you know, no one would really understand that humor now. And she actually acknowledges the gap between, you know, what was funny back then and what is funny now. But it's like, no one's going to be up in arms. No one's going to be like raising the Me Too flag of saying, oh, she tried to rape him because one, she's a black woman, and two, he's a gay man.
Yep.
Yep. So
in
they
fact,
could just
she
laugh
would have
about it.
sucked his dick when he was 15 years old, and no one would say anything about it.
Yeah. I mean, that's just I know so many men and people, even men, who are like, nah, dudes don't really get molested. They don't really get raped nearly as much as girls. And I'm like, dude, you have no fucking idea. Like, I know like at least 10 people off the top of my head that have told me their fucking personal stories. Like,
me too. Yep.
off.
Same here. One of these days, you know, it might take a while. It might take a very long time, but one of these days, you know, it's going to be taken seriously for men too, and rape accusations and all that shit. And hopefully we'll get to a point where, you know, people are treated a bit more equally. Isn't that what all these feminists try to espout, is, you know, gender equality? But, you know, I'm actually in favor of, like, you know, people actually being not treated differently for their gender. But feminists, I just don't believe to represent that opinion. So.
Right. Me too. I mean, that's what I'm kind of hoping will happen with the uproar about the judge favoring the person who performed female genital mutilation or whatever, and people were like, oh, that's awful, and it's like, oh yeah, it happens to guys every single day.
Yeah. Every day.
That's okay. Whoopi Goldberg seducing a 15-year-old boy. That's perfectly fine. But a song that is a guy basically begging for sex, that's the worst thing ever.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's argue about that on Twitter so that no one pays attention to what actually fucking matters, right?
Why is sex always the most important thing? Like, it's either the radical religious people that are like, nothing sexual ever, or it's the feminist people that are like, nothing sexual ever, or everything sexual, sluts all over the place, but not if you're not being a feminist.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, that reminds me of a post I saw on Facebook where, and I don't know if it's a Poe or not, but basically complaining that, you know, after breastfeeding her son, that her son has now sexualized her body parts. I'm like, what?
Bro, okay, my little brother was obsessed with my mom's boobs for like years after he stopped breastfeeding. Well, years, I wouldn't say years, but you know, like a year in between. But he would always like grab them, tug on them, like whatever. One time when I was a baby, I pulled out my mom's boob right in a restaurant. Did I sexually assault her?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, that was non-consensual, right?
Damn it! Oh my god! You know, one time my little brother went up to my mom while she was trying to talk to some people that were going to hire her as a daycare person to take care of their kid.
Yeah.
And my little brother just walked up to my mom and just yanked her sweatpants down in the front. And she was like, oh, goodness gracious. Like,
Sounds like I need to get crazy. Sounds like my kind of guy.
Oh my god. Yeah, but like that shit, like how the fuck are you gonna complain about children? But I really hope that was a Poe.
Yeah,
oh
I agree.
god. Jesus. Feminists are obsessed with rape and abortion. I will never understand it. Yeah. I don't understand why people can't. Yeah, like why can't you just be like passive about abortion? Like, yeah, if you need an abortion, get it. If you don't want one, don't. But like, why do you have to be so like, yeah, we need abortion, free abortion? Like,
I'm sorry. They also talk about one other thing. It's hating Trump, right? I think they actually talk about that one the most. So, in all fairness,
yeah,
honestly.
Because Trump's trying to take away the women's rights and all the other stuff. And
what's going to happen when Trump goes away? What do you think? What do you think those people are going to do with their lives? I really don't know.
Right.
Well, I was watching something about the things going on in France right now, and let me finish this point, and then you say whatever you want.
Yeah, you go ahead. I just saw something in the chat. Go ahead.
Okay, but France is in an interesting place right now because this is what the United States would look like if we elected Hillary Clinton. Because it's like all of these poor communities that are predominantly white are protesting the tax on gasoline, and everyone's like, oh, well, they're racist. They don't want things to change. They're just white nationalists. It's like, no, because if you raise the price of gas, it's going to affect people in urban communities. And when you get immigrants, they stay in the major cities. And had Hillary been elected, the same exact thing would have happened. And in fact, those people affected in the rural areas voted for Trump.
I mean, I think that there might be some truth to that. I think that it would take a lot more for that type of thing to happen in America than for it to happen in France, because I think that most Americans are lazy, especially compared to people in European countries, which I think are more likely to do those types of things. Mm-hmm. But it takes a lot more to motivate people here in the U.S. to get up and actually do shit outside of their house. It's enough people in this country don't even exercise their right to vote. So
one word for you: Antifa.
I mean, yeah, I mean, Antifa is pretty big in this country to some extent, I suppose, but not really compared to the rest of. I mean, there's Antifa all around Europe too, and other parts of Western countries and shit. So, I guess that's true. That shows that the radical left will do it, but I don't know if these radical groups are necessarily capable of. They don't have the numbers right now to make a revolution. I'm not even sure that they would if Hillary won.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, it would have to be like the majority of people on the right, or a more mainstream conservative that felt a certain way for and was willing to revolt, which right now is not the case on the left right now. So it probably wouldn't be the case if Hillary was president, but I mean it could be. We don't know. It could entirely be the case.
Had Hillary been elected, there probably would have been a lot more towards taxing the poor, global warming,
sure,
mass immigration into the country, and people would have. They call it the silent majority, and the majority of the people in the United States, such as the white population, are being ignored. And
I agree.
If pushed, I do think that something would happen. But given that we're in America and we do actually have a lot more rights than, say, France, I agree with you that it would take a lot more than what we're seeing now for this to happen. for there to actually be a revolution or a protest. But I'm saying that Hillary would have been really, really bad, and I think it might have really pushed it.
Sure, so. Yeah, it very well. I could definitely see that happening.
All right, I want to bring up what Straight Sith Male said in the chat, which is Santa Baby. I completely forgot about that song, which, well, I didn't forget about it, but I sang a solo for that song in chorus one year, and I'm looking at the lyrics now, and it's like it's obviously not as sexually or not
it's
as many
perhaps a bit suggestive, right?
Yeah, not as suggestive as the other song. Well, no, it's not as no. The other song is kind of more literal, but this one is very suggestive. That's what I meant to say. And but it's very, it's like very sexual, like kind of. Well, the way she sings it is just sexual as fuck. And,
yeah, that's true.
She's like basically like calling him cutie and baby to get him to buy her stuff, and that's totally cool. You know, that's totally fine. If you like say, yeah, come on over to my house, hurry on down my chimney and stock my stuffing. But no, it's not okay. It's not okay for a guy to be like, yeah, stay over tonight, girl. You've had too much to drink.
See, Santa Baby, in my opinion, is a far worse Christmas song because it's basically, if you actually look at the lyrics, it's basically a woman saying, hey, I've been good. I deserve more than everyone else because I'm a woman. Yeah. And, you know, so she's talking about having a 54 convertible and that she hasn't kissed all of the fellas and that next year I could just be as good. So if you give me everything I want, I promise to remain good. And that's such a horrible lesson for people. Right. Good just for the sake of being good, not to get something out of it. This is and you know, when someone else said this about this song, that it's actually a horrible song, it was Nostalgia Chick. And she was complaining about how awful this song is. But I bet you there's going to be a whole group of feminists out there that say, no, it's not a bad song. Women need more because of the patriarchy. And I bet you any chick would then jump on the bandwagon and say, oh, I was wrong. It's a perfectly fine song.
Oh, man, like, Lindsay Ellis is like a whole rabbit hole. You could go down the line and find all types of stupid fucking shit that she's said. You could dive into that for hours and hours. She's got some crazy ideas and opinions.
Yeah, before I ever got to really know her, I was so attracted to her, but it's like, once she started saying the stupid shit, I'm like, boner gone.
Yeah. Exactly.
Speaking of Christmas lists, though, my Amazon wish list is in the chat. And anything you get from me, I will wear, and I will send you pictures.
Whoa. Holy shit.
This is from this Virgin Killer sweater is from my wish list. I like it very much.
Play the rapey song that I found.
The rapey? Oh, yeah. Please do. Hopefully that's not copyrighted.
It is a Christmas rapey song that I found.
Is it by Neil Patrick Harris?
Yanking off my own. Underneath the mistletoe, I'll make your sister moan. Oh, Heather's on, we'll go all the way.
Hopefully you people heard that.
How I Met Your Mother or something?
Yeah, it is.
Nice. Oh, yeah. I want to hear that on the radio. I want a trap remix.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, God. Hell yeah. Oh, I mean, there's so many stupid fucking Christmas songs. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. That's offensive to old people. That's ageist.
Yeah.
Oh, like who the fuck knows?
Yeah,
God.
one day we're gonna get that shit.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, I believe that there's just gonna social justice warriors and feminists and shit. They're just gonna keep picking more like selected classes that they And I think the next one that they're gonna try and be all like protective of, you know, what I think it's gonna be. It's my big conspiracy theory. Okay, furries are next. It's furries next. Yeah, believe it or not, it's furries. Feminists are gonna be like, they're gonna come to the defense of furries and shit, and they're gonna want them to be treated like, you know, with a respected class on the internet, and they're gonna have all these stupid stipulations. And you guys heard it here first. Furries, man.
Well, if they want them to be treated better than the rest of us, they should be treated as animals, because animals have more rights than men do. It's illegal to chop off a tail in Europe, but you can chop off a man's penis. That's perfectly legal.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, people have done that before. People have done that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about the song I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. That one's funny. Apparently there's a song called Please Daddy Don't Get Drunk This Christmas.
Oh my god.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I'm sorry, John Denver. Who are you? Obviously your dad. Oh, Mona Medusa. What about I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. I'm surprised they hadn't heard about that yet. I literally just said that. Nice. Good timing.
Yeah, there's a bit of delay too, so.
Or you can call 1-800-EAT-A.
Eat a dick. Oh, I don't know if it said dick, but eat a That got dark fast. I need to listen to that song. I need to listen to that song too. Sounds. You know, the song that I've always hated is the song Do You Hear What I Hear? Or whatever.
Yeah, I don't like that one either, honestly.
I hate that song. It used to actually freak me out because I heard it. I think I was like 7 years old, 7 or 8, and I saw Gremlins on the television like for like a few seconds, and that song was playing in the background, and I was like, and it just like instilled a hatred and fear within me for years.
Yeah, I don't know. I like some of the Christmas songs, but some of them get on my nerves just because I've heard them so many times, you know?
I got a bad Christmas song for you. Santa Claus has got the AIDS this year.
What?
Why?
AIDS is in helpers.
But you know what? I actually feel that way. I actually don't like Christmas music at all because I've heard the same songs over and over again for the last 38 years. I mean, any other song that's been going on for 38 years, people would get sick of it.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, but Christmas is like this magical time of year where everyone's like, whoa.
I mean, I don't like all the music, but I do like some of the songs that are like really upbeat and or just like
liking some old music is different than liking than listening to Christmas music because it's only listened to one specific time of year. It's like a kind of a specific genre of music, kind of. And
well, see, the song "All I Want for Christmas Is You," I can listen to that any time of the year and start singing along. It's funny.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Said no child ever.
Oh man, a hippopotamus.
Well, I like the song "The First Noel." I like that one just because I like Pachelbel's Lament or whatever the fuck it's called. Pachelbel's something, and and Jingle Bell Rock is a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one that the Mean Girls dance to? I think
I don't.
No.
I don't remember.
Dancing Around the Christmas Tree. Was that the one? Or I don't remember.
Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, I think.
Yeah. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. I like that song. Yeah. See, the ones that are funny. Oh, Blue Christmas. That one's nice. I think Elvis Presley sings that one. That one's good.
Yeah, I think so.
Feliz Navidad. Yeah. Stop singing Christmas music. I like. He's in the other room singing different songs that are good. Stop reminding me of good Christmas music. Oh.
Yeah. Good Christmas music.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I like when they jazz up some Christmas music. That's because I just like jazz. That's always nice.
Oh yeah. I like jazz too. People give me a lot of shit like, "What, you like jazz music? What are you, queer?"
Oh, come on.
And I'm like, maybe, like, maybe I am.
Maybe, bitch, I'll suck your dick.
Yeah, come on, seriously. Shit. But yeah. No,
Wait,
I like
Bill
that.
Goldberg was in a Christmas movie? What the fuck?
Wait, what?
Mark King in the chat saying, I like Santa Sleigh. It's a cheesy B movie starring Bill Goldberg.
What?
I've never heard of that before.
Is it a murder movie?
I've heard of that. I've heard of that movie, Santa Claus Goes to Mars or whatever. Visits the Martians or whatever.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It is about a killer Santa. Okay, that makes sense.
Killer Santa.
Yeah.
Well, if
See,
you're going to have a former wrestler in your movie, it must be like a murdering movie.
I mean, there's probably so many fucked up Christmas movies, and people decide to get offended over a slightly sexual song, like.
Because people like to get offended over everything.
Yeah. Exactly.
I will say that there is one movie that I look forward to watching every year, other than Die Hard, because, well, that's an obvious choice. But I like the Christmas Carol version with Patrick Stewart.
I don't think I've seen that. I like the Grinch with Jim Carrey.
Also, Medusa.
Oh God, I fucking hate the Grinch with Jim Carrey. I think Jim Carrey should die a horrible death.
Medusa, what's harder, looking at a classic Christmas movie and picking apart why it's sexist, or driving to get your fucking Starbucks and hearing a song on the radio and being like, "Oh, this is sexist this year."
Oh God!
No research required. Yep.
Everything is racist. Everything is sexist.
Everything is
we have to point it all out.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, the original Grinch is the best. I do like the original Grinch, but oh my God, the little girl in the Grinch is so adorable. That song is so cute, and now she's like a parkour fucking badass
Parkour
lead singer chick. Yeah, Cindy Lou Who from the Grinch. She's now like a singer in a band, and she just like parkours away from paparazzi, from what I've heard.
Oh my God, parkours.
Hardcore parkour.
Apparently, Jim Carrey is going to be in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie as Dr. Eggman.
Yeah, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
It made me cringe.
Yeah, I know, right? It's gonna be bad.
Because didn't we learn anything from the Super Mario Brothers movie?
No, we didn't.
Super Mario Brothers movie? What?
Because they're gonna be making another. Yeah, 1980s movie.
No.
No, it's. Oh my God, really?
You have it. Don't ever see it, but you should still watch it.
That's crazy. I have never heard of that shit.
It's terrible, but you know what?
Porn?
Not even Nintendo learned their lesson, right? Because they're going to be making a movie. They're going to be making another Super Mario Brothers movie. It's going to be made by the same people who made the Minions movie. The same people. Yeah, it's going to be made by Illumination. I'm serious. It's going to be made by Illumination. Seriously.
God. Everything is awful. I mean, I'm pissed off about the fucking Wreck-It Ralph break the internet. Is that what it's called?
Oh, I just saw the internet. That looks so disappointing.
Oh yeah, that
Break the Internet was started by Kim Kardashian's ass.
Didn't we already do the Emoji Movie?
A fucking reference to that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We should have stopped with one movie because Wreck-It Ralph was a fantastic film.
Yeah.
But giving Sarah Silverman the spotlight is going to cause that movie to go down in flames.
Hello, Michael in the chat. How are you doing? I love the Super Mario Brothers Super Show from the 90s. I feel like I've seen clips of that.
I did enjoy that.
I mean, it's good in a cartoony, really cheesy type of way, but yeah.
Spaghetti.
Oh my god.
You know,
Yeah.
in the 80s, we had some really great content. We had some okay content and really bad content. Mario Brothers is in the okay category.
I saw Kim Kardashian's sex tape. She has to be the most boring fuck ever.
Hasn't everyone seen that by this point? I mean, come on.
I haven't actually. I haven't been
Seriously?
bothered.
Wow.
I don't really like watching other people have sex. I much prefer people watching me have sex.
Whoa, that's crazy. That's good. Though.
I'm an exhibitionist. What can I say?
See, I would like to do that, but usually people just get angry. They don't want to watch.
I keep
They're
telling
like, get out of my parking lot.
Oh, wow. I can't believe people get angry at you for that, but I don't know.
Right? Well, no, I did almost.
Oh my
did
god!
almost get
I
caught
was
in a parking
joking.
deck
I was
once.
joking, but what are you gonna say?
No, for real. I was in a car, okay, with tinted windows. It wasn't that bad, but in the back seat. But we weren't having sex, you know. We were just like fooling around, and we had a lookout. And for some reason, we were in a parking deck, and the lookout, for some reason, decided to tell the security guard exactly what was going on in the car instead of telling him, "No, yeah, we're good. Move along." And then he was like, "Hey, hey, you stop that!" And he was like, "Can you give me a second?" He was like, "No," and he was like, "No, I mean, can you give me a second? I'm naked." He thought he meant like, "Can you give me a second to finish?"
Wow.
I was like, "Bro," but he just like let us off with a warning. I was like, "Come on, bro!" Like it wasn't even like there was nobody around. It was
Yeah,
good.
come on.
But yeah, I don't do that shit anymore. Oh. There's people in the chat saying, "I've had sex in public many times."
Whoa, shit, a connoisseur.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've done it a few places. I'm not going to say specifically because I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, that would be a bad thing to say.
Don't waste your time. She lays there like a dead fish the whole time. Yeah,
Well,
why even make a sex tape if you're just going to stand still? Like, that's not impressive at all.
No, this is a common problem. Never go out with really hot chicks, sorry, Medusa, but they just lay there because they don't have to work for it. They don't have to do anything. They can easily get any guy they want, so the guy has to do all the work, and they'll just lay there. You get like a moderately attractive woman, she'll put in some more effort.
Right.
Ask any guy, they will tell you the moderately attractive women put in more effort. Again, sorry, Medusa.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not like perfect. Like, I'm not what people like. I'm not what comes to mind when people think of like, you know, their perfect woman, which is like, you know, like really fit body and like maybe tan and like I don't know. I think of like a really plain looking chick when I think of what people think of.
That's not what it is for a lot of people, though.
Right? Yeah. So people are generally attracted to like the same type of person in my experience, but like the unique ones are what you gotta go for. Not too unique though. Don't go with the crazy ones.
Yeah. Don't be
careful.
Don't go with the ones that want to like stuff you after you're dead and like have
right.
Yeah.
Vanessa, have you seen your boobies?
You just said that so you can use that sound.
Yeah, come on.
I've got to insert these in more often.
That's how you know
you're my boobies at any point.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Did you just call me basic? What did that say?
Oh, it was Archer saying, "Hey, phrasing."
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one came in a little low. Still working out the kinks.
No, don't kink shame. Don't kink shame.
Right.
I'm all about the kink.
I like the female. I like the female body, but women's personalities are just not good these days. I agree. Generally, women are just feel like they can get away with whatever they want and are pretty selfish, but I kind of also feel that way about the general population.
See, that's why you are a dom and you strap a girl down and hit her with a flogger.
Oh my god.
Consensually.
Oh, consensually.
Consensually.
Oh god. Consensually. Because we all know no woman wants to have sex with anyone ever, and that's what grinds my gears. Yeah. Women never want to have sex. What are you talking about? They just
Ever.
let you.
You may
Nah.
have the privilege and the right to do this, but I'm not going to enjoy it.
You know, that's another thought I had about that song is feminists shouldn't be angry about it because all women basically do the same thing. They play hard to get, and feminists are especially like this. They want men chasing them, except the only difference with them is they're going to guilt men for doing it. Oh, you just assume I want this. You do want this.
Oh, I was going to say something, but I forgot. Don't stick your dick in crazy. I agree. Don't stick your fingers in there either.
Oh, that's good life. Whoa, yeah. You should probably shouldn't put anything in there, you know?
Right. I mean, I don't have a dick, so that's the only thing I can't stick in there.
Damn.
Don't stick your strap-on dick in crazy. Oh.
Hey, just as good as us about the crazy bitches out there. You've had your fair share.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, it's all right, like, banging them once in a while, but trying to maintain a relationship of any kind with them, like friendship or otherwise, is like
Too much work, too much maintenance, too much. Go away.
You and me are still friends, in all honesty. Bitches be crazy.
Wait, did you say you're surprised we're still friends?
Yeah. Bitches
right.
be crazy.
I mean,
how are we still friends?
Well, yeah, see, like, most people that, or most women that I come in contact with, they're just not as interested in talking about each other. They just they're not really interested in, like, getting to know each other, and it's like, I mean, I've been friends with with women for years, and I still don't know, like, barely anything about, like, their childhood or their family or anything. But dudes, they'll tell me anything, like, straight up, like, as long as it doesn't have to do with, like, emotional shit. And then girls will tell you all their emotional baggage up front.
Oh, I knew a girl like that. I actually dated her girlfriend. They claimed to be lesbian, even though I was with them. So that's a whole other thing. But there were two things that you would know about her if you met her for the first time. One, she was raped as a child. Two, her husband tried to kill her. And it was just so amazing how she inserted it in the conversation within 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, I don't know. Like, there's certain things, like, you should let people know if you're, like, you know, trying to be involved with them. But then there's other things that's like, you need to be in the right place in the right time to be talking about this kind of stuff.
I know, yeah, not in a public place. And, you know, I'm sorry that this happened to you, but you shouldn't mention it all the time. That doesn't help you. That doesn't help you get over it, to mention it every single day of your life.
Right, exactly.
Baggage, but believe me, when I go out in public, people think I'm the most boring guy ever.
Well, yeah, because you're just kind of, like, monotone most of the time. But I've learned to, you know, appreciate your humor.
It's not so much that I become monotone because I'm trying to protect myself, because we live in a culture today that if you have the wrong opinion about something, you're immediately cast as the worst person ever. And so I'm very careful around that. And everyone wants to talk about politics, but it's all politics on the left. And I'm not really on the right. I'm more of in the center. But it's like, I disagree with so many of their notions. I can't say anything at all. I mean, they don't know that I helped put a calendar together, which is for $5. I gotta snuck that in.
Yeah, good job.
But, you know, I can't tell these kind of people that, you know, I've done, like, such charitable work, that I've really help make the world a better place. Maybe in a very small way, but I feel like I've done my part. So I just kind of come off as one-dimensional because I don't want them to judge me for being the worst piece of shit in the world. And I don't really care what they think, but it's like I'm talking more specifically about the writing group I go to, and they're helping me become a better writer. So it's not that I care what they think. I just want them to continue to help me. So I have to be guarded when I go out.
Yeah, that's how I had to do the same thing when I was going to play practice, and they, for the most part, we got along, great, and but then when it came to social issues, it was very polar opposite, and like for the most part, like I can avoid like topics like that, but you just gotta get to know, you gotta be able to get to know someone or you gotta find the people that are actually interested in getting to know you, so that you can actually have a genuine connection, and that's hard to find.
I've got a question for you, Medusa, because I asked this question to. I mean, Pimp Monk disagreed with me on this statement. I think that women are more cruel to other women than men are to women, on average.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Pimp Monk disagreed with me. Other people who were there disagreed with me. I felt like I was alone on that, but I feel like it's just
Can you say that again? Because I sort of missed it.
Okay, so I believe that women are harsher on other women, like they're more cruel to other women than men are to women.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've experienced it firsthand. Like, men naturally want to be nice and complimentary and hospitable and responsible for women and protect them. Yeah. And unless they're just, assholes raised a different way. Yeah. But that's, that's just a different kind of person. Exactly. But women, it's like, if you're not the kind of person they want to be around, then you're either their competition or just straight up enemy. Like it's just like any situation I've been in, it doesn't matter, like school, work, any place I've been in, it's like if I'm not if I don't fit in, their puzzle pieces, then it's like I'm the worst person ever. And they'll as far as like the fact you use the word cruel, like they are so manipulative. Yes. I would say towards men and women. Women are very, very cruel. Sure. Some of the things that like I've heard women say are so twisted. Like they try to like get into your head and make you
people in such a strange and very uncomfortable, unnerving way.
Yeah, and lie in ways that aren't necessary at all, and that's in ways that I've never seen men try to manipulate, and it's very strange.
Yeah, it is very strange. Yeah, no,
that's why I've never really been able to hold like a really steady relationship with a woman.
Well, fashion magazines, you hear feminists complain about this every now and then, like, oh, well, it's men who force women to wear makeup and to look younger. It's like men really don't care about that shit. In fact, most men don't want women wearing makeup.
Exactly.
Women push other women to wear makeup. There's this really great series that I love called Girls Are Assholes. And one video where these two women are going out to lunch. And they're going to order, but one keeps ordering less than the other. It's like, well, I'll have the pasta with the salad. And she's like, well, I'll just have the salad. Well, I'll just take out the lettuce. We'll take out the tomatoes. And by the end of it, they have like half a cucumber. Or no, it's half a tomato. And one cuts it in half. Well, one eats it and the other cuts it in half and eats it. It's like, I'm done.
Oh, it's so true though. Like they're so condescending in little ways, and like not all women, obviously, but like in like the general attitude that I get from women is just condescending towards most people, unless you're like important to them, basically.
and you respect the alpha bitch. There was a really great comic I saw that really explained the differences between men and women, because I've heard women really complain about how men talk to each other. We jibe each other. We make fun of each other. We say horrible shit to each other. But the difference is women will talk nice to each other to their face, but the moment a woman leaves, they're bad-mouthing her. Men, on the other hand, we're talking shit to each other, but when one of us leaves, you know, the other men are showing respect to that man, saying like, yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Women are conniving. It's just
Yeah, I mean, I've had women just like lie straight to my face when I knew for a fact that they were lying. And I'm just like, why are you lying to me right now? Just stop lying. Just tell the truth. I know you're lying. Like, and they're just like, no. Like, hello.
No.
It's so stubborn.
It's because most girls are raised with the notion that they're a princess, they can do no wrong, and if they cry, they can get their way. And the only thing that really stands in their way from getting their way is another woman. They're also taught to manipulate men to also get what they want.
Exactly.
I'm going to assume, Medusa, based on what you've told me, you weren't raised to be a princess.
No, I mean, I was raised to a point to be to not be afraid of my emotions, so I ended up being very, very sensitive, which I think was probably bad for a while. But I learned how to cope with those emotions. But it's like I saw other people or other girls just acting or taking the advice differently than I did, I feel, because like my mom would be like, yeah, you can do anything, not because you're a woman, but just, you know, you, as long as you put your mind to it, you can do anything. And the other girls took that as like, I'm gonna use being a woman to get what I want. And like I would hear like moms and daughters sometimes, if they get like my German grandma, I recorded her saying this actually. She was like, most American girls, they have this problem where they get too close with their mothers. You don't need to be super close with your mother. And I would hear these girls telling me that this advice that their moms would tell them, and technically these moms were a little bit on the promiscuous and not like model mom material side, but they would be telling them like, yeah, this is what you can do to get guys to like you and shit like that. And it's like, oh, okay. Or to get girls to like you, to make friends, and it would always be superficial shit. I'm just like, I don't care about that shit.
The best way for a woman to get a man or a woman to like her is 2 words: hand job.
Yeah.
Or blow.
Or below, yeah. That's even better.
Well, blowjob requires more of a commitment.
Men love to break each other's balls. Women are nice to each other without meaning it, and men are assholes to each other without meaning it. Yeah, see, I'm always nice to chicks genuinely, and they look at me like I'm crazy. Like I will compliment a girl in public, and she'll just like, what? Like, you're complimenting me? It's like,
what?
Hello,
Nice.
like, yeah.
Well, the same thing
humans.
happens to guys. I sometimes will have a woman compliment me, and I'm like, what are you after? And
yeah, okay,
this
I can
is the reason why I make this big push: compliment men, especially women. We need to compliment men, but more importantly, they don't associate it with being in a relationship, because it tend to be that the only time I got a compliment from a woman if I was sleeping with her. If I wasn't sleeping with her, she wouldn't ever say a kind word to me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look at how society has changed with like how men used to be able to be really, really close to each other, and even girls used to be close to each other, kissing each other on the lips, on the cheeks, and holding hands in public. It wouldn't be weird. It wouldn't be a sign of a relationship. It would be a sign of friendship. and now it's like any sort of PDA means you're like that's what you're into, and it's like, you know, it's not that serious. We can compliment each other, and like straight or gay, and it doesn't have to be like super, it doesn't have to mean that you have to go fuck them, you know. You can still just hang out with someone or just compliment someone and go on with your day, you know.
What a
like,
crazy radical idea, right? Just treating other people like people.
Well, this actually, there's a scene in the book that I wrote, Dagar Legacy, where I basically have two male knights, and one male knight is like freaking out, and another one grabs him from behind to kind of calm him down. And when my editor read that, she made a remark there, are they gay? And I'm like, no, they're not gay. They're both straight. Why is it so wrong that one male grabs another to kind of calm him down when he's freaking out?
Oh,
I mean, 50 years ago, that would have been fairly common in World War II. I guess it's 80 years ago, but still. But now, if a man does anything with a man, it's automatically gay.
right. And you know, it's just so sad, like how anti-male society is in general.
And if they aren't gay, then there's going to be some feminists on Tumblr who want them to be gay, and that they could make a petition to make them gay officially. And you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
You can't do these things without actually being gay. You're culturally appropriating gayness.
Yeah.
It's called shipping, which I hate that term. Oh,
yeah, it's gross.
Did you know there's a new show called I Ship It?
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I cringed really hard when I heard that.
I'm a bit of a hypocrite in this because on my new channel where I'm going to be doing writing education, I will have a show called Shipping, in which I analyze character personalities on what is the likelihood that they could hook up.
That's cool. I mean, that's clever.
Yeah, it's more creative at least.
I'm not going to write a story saying, oh yes, Kermit the Frog and Laura Croft enter in a three-way with me.
Yeah, totally realistic.
Stefan Decker said, who are your OTPs? I can't think of any. Can you, Madcat? Do you know what OTP is? Madcat?
Sorry, I'm writing a message about how I want to ship myself with you and Mercedes Carrera.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
Someone tried
I
to
didn't mean
ship
to interrupt.
Mercedes.
Yeah. See, if I shipped anyone, it would be myself with people.
Yeah.
Mr. Mythropic, however the hell you say that, asked me a question about my book. Right now it's for Kindle, but I'm hoping in 2019 that I can get a hard copy release. I just need to change a few things, but that is coming this year, is a hard copy.
Hell yeah, man.
Nice. Oh, my neck hurts.
I've spent all night giving head.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, obviously.
You see Andrew's dick, it's like...
Oh my god. Oh, that looks painful. Oh.
Yeah,
that's
seriously.
not the length, that's the thickness.
No, no.
Oh my god.
What? Give me 1 second. Yay. My slave is coming.
Okay.
Mr. Mythropic, I will announce when my book is on hard copy on my channel. So just subscribe to me on there and then just wait for a video to come out about it.
Sweet.
Yeah, someone or oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Stefan asked if he could crash our conversation. We're probably gonna be ending the show in like 10 more minutes is gonna be the show, and then 10 minutes of like shilling, so it probably won't be worth coming on this show. But next show we would love to bring you on. So definitely message me on Twitter and we can talk about that.
Yeah, I've had fun talking with you guys so far. It's been a fun time.
Yeah, I'm glad that you were able to come on. I don't usually prepare for these things, and last time we didn't have a guest, and I was like, maybe I should ask someone.
Yeah.
Just in case.
If you ever need someone to hop in, just let me know. I can probably make it.
Awesome. I appreciate that. You're always good company.
If he gives you $15, can he tattoo his initials on your forehead?
Wait, what? Who's tattooing initials on whose forehead?
Slugger asks you, Modern Medusa, or at least I assume so, he didn't identify a name. If he gives you $15, can he tattoo his initials on your forehead?
I think my forehead is a little much. I don't think I could commit to something like that.
Yeah, that's valuable, like headspace, right?
I'm pretty sure his initials are 666.
Okay. That would be perfect, actually.
Oh, that's fair then. Yeah. For $15, I mean, fuck, that's a lot of money, so.
Right, exactly.
$5 a letter.
There you go. I'll tattoo you for $15. I could do that. Hello, Jimithing Games. Welcome. What about each one letter on each forehead? What? Who has multiple foreheads? Are you calling my forehead big?
Oh my god. Wow, how rude.
How rude.
No, I got like 1.5 foreheads, so.
Yes, Mr. Misanthropic? Mr. Misanthrop? I don't know. You can definitely come on again sometime. You can come on me anytime.
Whoa! Wow, that's a nice proposition.
I'm gonna play something for this.
What'd you say? Oh.
Holy shit!
I'm really glad that wasn't super loud, so that it didn't murder the headphone users. Whoa. Probably made a couple moms. Well, no, actually, I don't know if anybody who watches me lives with their mom. Probably.
Yeah, think about that for twice.
Most likely.
But she's not cool right now, so.
Anyone buy any good guns lately?
Nope.
Guns, no. I wish. I don't have money for that stuff. But I have a tattoo gun.
Hey, that's good enough, right?
Yeah, tattoo machine, whatever. People call it a tattoo gun too.
Yeah, people call it.
You actually owned one. That's so fantastic. Because when we first met, I don't think you owned one. You always told me you wanted one.
Well, yeah, I did. Well, I got it he got it for me for my birthday, and I tried using it, and then I noticed that it vibrates so much that like you have to hold it really, really still, and my hands are already really shaky. So it would probably take me a really, really, really long time to get anywhere near like the place I need to like be doing it on a person.
Yeah,
so
my dad was a tattoo artist. It took him a long time to get into talent that you need to hone and
right. Well, I'm thinking about starting by doing traditional tattoo or the traditional like needle tattooing where you just have like the needle in the fucking ink. Because that way I feel like I would have more control over it because I like being very precise with my art.
You'd figure a woman would be able to handle something that vibrates.
Yeah. I can't. Speaking of which, one of my friends did send me a wand for Christmas. Thank you for that. That was very nice of you. And I've been using it on my
back
body, and it's so intense. It's like I've only ever had like the really, really teeny tiny massager things or like a massage pillow or something like that, but that shit,
wow,
like that shit makes my neck like tingle and tickle, like it's crazy.
Well, you know, you should
Yes,
have
yes. It also makes
my
your
magic
wiener
wand
tingle.
on you that night you spent the night at my place. But no, you couldn't do that with Andrew there.
Oh my god. Oh, you silly. Aw. Makes me wonder what else she does with the pillow. No, see, the vibrating pillow wasn't very vibraty at all. It was just like
Oh shit.
like it was like a purring cat, basically. It was not enjoyable. Like it was kind of soothing, I guess, but
A
other than
purring
that, it
cat.
didn't really help anything. I'll let you tattoo me, Modern Medusa. Maybe if I end up trying the traditional tattooing, that's something I could probably get the hang of.
Yeah,
By the way,
possibly.
Since we're talking about sex toys, I could use a fleshlight if anyone wants to buy that. New, not used. It has to be new.
Yeah. Well, someone was telling me earlier today that they wish that I had a line of of fleshlights or like sex toys modeled after me, and I was like, maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe one day.
You know,
Oh, it could happen.
This.
I know we could. I could make a giant like ass of me. Like, you know how they have like the hips and the ass with the.
Yeah, have you seen the commercial for that with that really awkward
Yeah.
guy? Oh my god.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit
I
makes me
can't say
laugh.
that I have, but now I need to go on YouTube and see if it's there.
Oh yeah, please do.
Yeah, please.
But yeah, I could just make like a giant jiggly ass globe.
Oh my god.
thing.
That'd be great. That'd be hilarious. Oh my god.
Oh jeez.
People would buy it. People would buy it. You know it.
Yeah, I mean, I've wanted to make a body pillow of myself for years.
Oh yeah, people would definitely. There's definitely interest in that because I've known people who have made body pillows of themselves and they sold well because they had a neckbeard fan base.
Right.
And
I need to get in on this market here. I need to figure out how to do it. They had a smaller
following than you too, so
I'll just say that I can test the prototype to see if it's good for market.
Okay. No, see, what I really want to do is bring a body pillow to VidCon and get everyone to sign it and then sell it.
That's kind of like what Pimp did last year with his
flag. Exactly. I want to do something kind of like that to try and raise money for me to get out there. I think it'd be awesome. Dude, can you imagine me flying on a plane with a giant body pillow of myself?
Wow.
Oh my god, that would be beautiful. Oh hell yeah. I'll just hand make it. I'll draw it myself on the fabric. Oh. Help me and Medusa go to VidCon. Yes, please. Oh, 2020, no, 2019. I'm trying to go next year. Oh.
Well, we talked about that. We said it might be a little difficult to go next year.
Well, yeah, but I'm still gonna try.
Fine then.
I'm sorry if I end up getting to go without you. Oh. So much sex and guns talk. Is Medusa the only woman here? Yes. I like it that way. I like being surrounded by dicks.
Whoa. Jesus.
At all times. Gmail chat. What the hell is Gmail chat? Sorry.
Gmail chat.
I have no fucking idea. Oh. But yeah.
Email chat, I'm sure they're talking about Hangouts. Apparently, you just talk on Hangouts. You don't have to go through like YouTube and all of that.
Yeah. See, I've never really. Who donated to PayPal?
Oh shit! A donation.
Oh, Mr. Misanthropic, thank you. That's so nice. He donated $5. I will send you a GIF later, a sexy Santa GIF.
Cool.
But yeah, if anybody wants to donate, I can. I'll take donations to drink beers. I'll drink. Oh, well, not drink. There's nothing else I can drink except like Everclear. I have that. I could drink a shot of Everclear if someone wants to donate. Oh, but I have. What else do I have? What was I gonna say? Shit. Yeah, I can drink.
Yeah,
Yeah, and GIFs. I can do that. Drinks and GIFs.
I will pronounce GIF however that damn well I want to.
I see. I don't understand why people keep. Why does my thing keeps on picking up dust particles?
Oh man.
Anyway, fuck, what was I saying? Why am I forgetting shit so quickly? Shit!
Welcome to my life.
Oh yeah, GIF. Because it started out when I first saw my first GIF. I was like, okay, I read it as GIF. And then or actually, yeah, no, I read it as GIF, and then someone told me, no, it's not GIF, it's GIF. And I was like, okay. So I started pronouncing it GIF. And then people started saying, no, it's not GIF, it's GIF. So I'm going to keep calling it GIF, no matter what anybody tells me. Okay? Because there was even a debate before about how the creator or whatever pronounces it GIF. So
yeah, he does.
Fuck you. I can do what I want. After I heard that, I was just like, okay, I was right in the first place. Fuck off.
Yeah, GIF. It's peanut butter.
Right. I love peanut butter.
Yeah.
That's why I pronounce it that way.
Okay, it's scuba, not scubba.
Oh my God. It's
That's
tomato, not tomato.
GIF is because the way the U is written underwater, it's scuba if you want to get technical. But no one calls it scuba. They call it scuba.
Oh my God, what? Oh. Someone said opinions on YouTube Rewind.
I've got some. It was bad. I go dislike it now. That's all
I haven't even seen the whole thing, but I've seen clips on other people's channels, and it's just bad. Like, first of all, I mean, every single other Rewind, there wasn't nearly as much talking as there was in this one. They just had to talk about how social justice-y they were this year. Like, why? For what purpose? What audience are you going for? It's not kids. Kids don't care about that shit. Like, who is it? Themselves? Like, good job.
That's basically all it is, to be honest.
Pretty much.
So
10 million dislikes and counting. Holy shit.
So when they finally strap me to the chair and put the needle on my arm, I will simply say it was worth it.
Oh my God.
Viable.
But yeah, I also heard about how they put in BTS or whatever. They put in like clips of BTS referring to K-pop, which K-pop, that's not a new thing. That was popular like years.
Yeah, it's been around for years.
Yeah, like come on. And
what is this, 2011?
Right. And they were just like K-pop, like for some reason that I don't know, BTS was big this year for some reason, but then the fans got really fucking pissed off because they had taken views away from BTS by like hiding their videos from their fans basically, and
and now they're trying to capitalize on.
Yeah, and they didn't even actually have them in the thing. They just played their video in it after taking views from them. It's like, oh, nice. How much more hypocritical can you be? Oh, it's all vloggers and Twitch streamers you've never heard of. Yeah, like what's up with that? Like,
hey,
I don't even know who
I'm a Twitch streamer you've never heard of. I resemble that remark. Come on.
Hey,
right, I'm a Twitch streamer you've never heard of.
Well, I'm a YouTube streamer that no one's ever heard of. Like when I hosted the Red Pill screening in Philadelphia, everyone knew who she was, but it's like, oh, I haven't really heard you. How can you not hear me? I'm attached to her hip.
Yeah, that was interesting. It made me quite flattered though. I honestly wonder how many people at VidCon would actually like recognize me and hate me. Oh, it'll be
Maybe
interesting.
some of the women. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I know it would
They
be
seem to
all
be,
women.
especially in the the YouTube or Twitch streaming community. Yeah, a lot of the women seem, and you know what the worst ones are? The worst ones are people who became popular based on like the merit of the person that they're with entirely. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like girlfriends who manage social media accounts and shit. Power hungry
Yeah.
bitches. I can tell you what.
Oh
I've-
god,
what's her
yeah.
name? Jacqueline
Shit.
Gleason or whatever. I forget her last name. It's Jacqueline G. She started off as like an atheist YouTuber.
Oh,
And then,
Jacqueline Glenn. Yeah.
yeah, Jacqueline Glenn. I fucking hate her because it's like she got popular because she just stuck to her guns and talked about what she believed in, but then got into this whole women are abused on YouTube. And it's like, bitch, please.
Yeah.
I wish I had your record. I wouldn't care if someone talked about wanting to fuck me up the ass.
exactly.
As long as I got views.
Oh. Oh god, can we talk about before we start shilling, can we talk about these weird ass breastfeeding clothes that I posted on my on the Modern Medusa page, the Facebook page, which you should like, by the way.
I did
Have you seen it?
those. I posted it out on my Facebook, and I'm like, I imagine this would be good for like first date purposes.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, so let me see if I can play a second of it, and you guys can kind of see. So yeah, there's these fucking bitches that are zipping open their titties, and
No,
because it's good for breastfeeding and fashionable and whatever, all this shit.
How
So
old is that little girl? That little girl looks like she's fucking 3 years old, and
I
she's
don't want to
still
know.
yeah,
breastfeeding.
seriously.
But yeah,
But
I
you
mean,
know who
okay, so
posted that? You know who posted that?
who?
Alyssa Milano.
I
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
her clothing line or not, but
That's funny. But yeah,
Probably.
so like when I showed that to Andrew, and he was like, why does it have to be empowering to women? Why can't it just be clothes that are convenient? Like that's so fucking true. Like just advertise the
It has
clothes.
to
You
push
don't
an
have to
agenda,
make it a
right?
social justice issue. What?
Because it has to push an agenda, right? It can't just be
Right.
clothes that have like another purpose.
well, I had someone from the Liberty Bells post a comment to that, and she's like, it would look like it's nice, but it's Alyssa Milano posting it, and I'm like, you should create your own easy access breast accessory line, and then I'm like, with blackjack and hookers.
yeah.
But then someone else comment, which I love. They said, "Now women know what it's like to get it stuck in the zipper."
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh, ugh.
Yeah. No, someone commented that on the one I shared, and I mean, honestly, I would wear that shit or something like that. Not that specific brand because it's ugly, but I would wear something like that and just be like, "But bam, titty." Oh, but see, I would
Wow.
rather it be like vertical, and then I could just zip them both out at the same time.
Yeah, right.
You should make your own clothing line.
There we go. Titty line. No,
line,
just start ones with zippers for the tits and the dick.
Oh, wow.
Zipper would be that great because if you have your bare breasts rubbing up against the metal like that, it's going to chafe. It should be buttons, clip on buttons.
That's a good idea.
Right. So yeah, exactly. Oh, magnets.
Magnus.
Oh.
Power.
Any excuse for modern Medusa? Any excuse for modern Medusa to show her titties? Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly.
Well, I'll pay $5 to see her titties.
Yep, $5. I'll send you a titty gif. Oh, but yeah. Since you are our guest, sir, do you have anything that you would like to shill before we end the show?
Yeah, sure. I have a podcast I do with my co-host Swegta called Underhaven. I do that on Saturdays at 3:15 p.m. Eastern time. It's a lot of fun. I like doing it. I also have a solo channel where I post clips of the show and do my own solo streams. So check that out. Underhaven.
Nice. Hell yeah. And he's
Yep.
also on Twitter and all that stuff.
Yeah, you can find me there.
Yeah. Mad Cat, it's your turn.
Alrighty, if you want.
No, no.
No.
Whoa! Can't do that on here.
Actually,
Not
I
again.
can't do that on here. I'm legally allowed to show my nipples.
Oh.
I have to show my nipples once every show. So
Yeah, that's part of your male privilege, right?
exactly.
It is the Macho Show.
YouTube will not ban me for showing my nipples, so I'm going to do it every chance I get.
Oh.
All right, so you can find all my information down below. Of course, I have my Patreon. I'm trying to raise money so I can get health insurance, so I can try to treat my disability. Yeah, I'm still on Patreon because I'm not big enough of a target to be banned on Patreon. Not yet. If you don't want to do Patreon, I also got my PayPal down there as well. Or if you don't want to do any of those but still want to help me out, consider buying my book, How to Destroy a Woman Now, which is a book I wrote in protest of another book, How to Destroy a Man Now, in the hopes that my book gets popular enough that Amazon takes it down, and then we can pressure them to take the other book down. And Mother Medusa is on the cover.
Yes. My beautiful blue lips. But yeah, so definitely check all that shit out and subscribe to those beautiful dudes.
Hell yeah.
It is the Macho Show, so you gotta show the macho love. But you can also check out my shit.
Yeah, do that too.
Yeah. But I've got, of course, yeah, not actual shit. But so I have the wish list I already shilled, which has a mixture of clothes and technology and body paint and random shit and butt plugs, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, so if you want to send me anything there, I send pictures of everything that people send me. And there's also I'm always selling GIFs and stuff. Anything that you donate to PayPal will be reimbursed with something, whether it's art, GIFs, videos. Like I do still do 30-second dance videos. I know I made them private on my Pornhub, but don't worry, I still do those for $10. But yeah, there's all that, and then I think I have on my Twitter you can find out more about this rewards you can get. But yeah, no more Patreon because they fucked me over, and
they fuck over everyone.
Yeah. They've been fucking over a lot of people recently. But yeah, so everything goes through PayPal now. But there, besides that, there's my my art, of course. You can like my art page and all my Facebook pages, and then there is my Teespring, and my Rage On thing, which nobody's ever bought any merch of mine, but if you want any, that helps out.
It's hard to find people who buy the merch, but yeah, you guys should check that out.
Yeah,
and just
hopefully,
remember,
eventually.
And just remember, guys, all those people sending her dick pics on her Facebook, I see them too, and I'm just like,
yeah, no, there's a couple people that are that send messages that are like that think that it's just me that's managing the page, and they're like, oh, you're so beautiful, where do you live? And it's like, and they're usually foreign people, and I'm like, do you have like a question or a concern?
Show bombs in the game.
Yeah, they want to know where you live. That's their question.
Right.
And what you can say is, I'm a goddess and I live on the ethereal plane.
That's true. Yeah.
Exactly. Get on my level. But yeah, so all that shit and pinup calendars. Don't forget that we still have 2018 calendars and wall calendars for $5. And I know it's almost not 2018, but they double as posters, not just calendars. Just saying.
Yeah, come on, it's true.
Oh, just cut it in half, and you got 12 posters of sexy ladies.
Yeah,
And especially for December, it's a list of all services that are helpful to men, such as National Suicide Prevention Hotline. If you're in Dallas, there's the Family Place that will accept men of domestic violence who have been abused by domestic violence. Mankind Initiative, 1 in 3 campaign in Australia, all sorts of things that would be helpful for men, especially during this time of the year. They might not be feeling so great. Post this somewhere.
He smacked her right on the butt.
I know, yeah.
I did.
That was awesome. Someone said, I want a 2019 calendar. Well, we were gonna make one. No, there's not gonna be one. I'm sorry. You can't buy one. You're like, I'll be buying a 2019 calendar. No, you can't, because nobody wanted, or not nobody, but we didn't sell enough of the 2018 calendars to be able to make a 2019 calendar. So you gotta wait till 2020. But if you want to pay specifically for a 2019 calendar of pictures of me, I would be happy to do that for you, but it's going to be a little more expensive.
Yeah.
Or if you want one of me,
yeah. Oh, but yeah, those are still available. Those are still available, and we wanted to make a 2019 calendar, but it just didn't really work out that way. We're planning on a 2020 calendar, so don't worry about that. But yeah,
it will be continued.
How expensive is a Mad Cat calendar? They said.
As I mentioned, free.
Oh, there you go.
Holy shit! What a deal.
Oh, beautiful. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us, the chat, and our lovely guest.
No problem. I'll join you anytime.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Oh, but yeah, definitely join us next week. We're going to be talking about other various Christmas related things. So yeah, next week on the Macho Show.
Macho Show.
Ooh, yeah. I still can't do it.
See ya.